So, what is mass incarceration? To better explain this answer, I kind of like to flip the question and ask instead, what does mass incarceration look like? So, in the United States, we have the biggest prison population in the world, and more specifically, in Texas, we have the biggest prison population in the United States. I like to think of mass incarceration as modern day slavery because of the inhumane treatment that inmates receive on a daily basis. From private prisons to federal prisons to local prisons, I see all one very big thing in common, and that is their views and their laws on punishment. When you see other countries such as Norway and Finland, and you see how they run their prison systems, you'll see that they're more focused on rehabilitation, while America is more focused on punishment. What does mass incarceration look like in Texas? More of an example of what I mean. Texas currently has an incarceration rate of 891 per 100,000 people, and this includes prisons, jails, immigration detentions, and juvenile justice facilities. So what this basically means is Texas is locking up people at a much higher rate than most wealthy democracies do. So when you think of prison, you have to take into account probation, juvenile detention centers, private prisons. You have to take all of these into account, because when you add these to the equation, it's a lot more people being involved than you originally probably thought. So who is impacted the most by mass incarceration? It's not a surprise at all that Black and Hispanic people and minorities are the most impacted by mass incarceration. It's not a surprise because a big lead role player in this whole prison system and how it functions is systematic racism. The system is built to attack people in poverty, and when it attacks these people, it grasps them and takes them and leaves them with no remorse. When you're a system that is so focused on how to punish people and you're less focused on how to help these people become better people, what happens is you get a lot of recidivism. And that's basically when people leave prison and then they come back for committing a different crime. You can't expect people to change. You can't expect people to be able to live a normal life again when they were put in this box, in this bar, and had their complete life taken away from them. So I said all that to say this is the general idea of what mass incarceration is. Expect a lot more videos in the future. I just wanted to make sure you guys had a little bit of an understanding of what this page will be about. And I want to spread awareness to people and let you guys know what is currently going on, not only in America, but in Texas, in Dallas, and what we can do to help. And that leads to my next question: what can we do to help? So you can donate to different prison reform initiatives. One that instantly comes to my mind is TCJC, which is basically Texas Criminal Justice Coalition. And if you want to find out what they're about, you can just go to their website and see what you'll be putting your money into. It's for a great cause. You can also just spread awareness, and you can do one thing like share my post to people just to let people know what mass incarceration is, how it's impacting them and their community and their families, and what they personally can do to help. You can also start your own initiatives or clubs or groups, whatever you want to call it, in your community. And I think a lot of times people look at the bigger picture and they forget that before that bigger picture, there was a lot of small things taking place or going on to get that bigger picture. So if you want to make true change, you have to start in your community and fix the things in your community. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. Comment down below other videos or topics you want me to address and talk about. And I hope to see you guys in my next episode to continue to bring more peace in this world. See you guys.